Hey guys, what is up? And we're here with some Advanced Warfare gameplay here. Classic Mosh Pit, I think this is. Maybe it might be TDM Classic. But whatever it is, that's not the really point. Before I actually continue real quick, this isn't the gameplay you guys want, but it's the gameplay you guys are gonna get. What I mean by that is it's not great gameplay, but it's here anyways. It's decent, you know. I don't know. I might have like a 1.7, 1.8 KD, something. Decent. Okay, moving on here. Point of this video: are games dumbing down? Are we dumbing down with as gamers here? Well, no, we're not dumbing down as gamers, but games are dumbing down. And what I mean by that is, I was watching this guy, and I don't even remember what it was. I wasn't even watching him. Um, my friend brought up a point, and I'm like, you know what, you're so right. And I'm going to make a video about it because I want to get the word out there to, if any, like, I mean, I doubt, anybody from actual game companies will view this, but, to let the consumers know what games, where games are going for the future. Um, Pretty much what's happening here is, games are mixing skilled players and unskilled players. They're mixing the skill level together, and that's not cool. What I mean by this is, like, you can be shit and do just as good as someone who is good. And now obviously there's gonna be a bit of difference, but what I mean by this is maps nowadays in most games don't follow a line. They don't follow a path of which people in the game often follow. Um, like most maps consist of, I mean, in older games, they consist of three lines: middle, left, and right. And, with some intervening crossovers, something like that. Well, now, the way games are, I mean, you kind of have that, but the thing is, you can jump over those lines anywhere you want to. It's pretty much being inside of a square box, like, and just fighting, and whoever gets the most kills in the end wins. You're in a square box, and I mean, there's still obstacles between you, but that's why, like, I don't know, like, for an example, in this game, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, you can jump over anything. You have exosuits, you got double jump, you got boost, you got all this other crap that you can get around the map with, and you can go wherever you want to. And like, it doesn't really follow a the people itself don't follow a certain set of rules. Now this isn't great game. This is not great gameplay to demonstrate that, because this is classic. So people will follow a certain set of rules, and to get to like elevated areas, it's gonna take skill to get to those elevated areas, because you're gonna have to jump off garbage to get there. You're not just gonna double tap and you're there. But so, like, for Battlefield, yes, that's the other point. Battlefield Hardline. In this, it's kind of like Battlefield Hardline in a way is kind of like the same way. You can get anywhere you want to. You have grappling hooks and zip lines. You can just go wherever you want to in the map. Now, it's not exactly the exosuits, but it's way more freedom than you ever had before. And the map itself doesn't really follow a certain, set of rules. Then again, it's Battlefield. Most Battlefields are big maps, but Battlefield Hardline, they got smaller maps. That's just, I guess they're moving towards the smaller maps. I really hope they don't. It's a good game series. Just don't try to be a COD. Like, COD's not good. I don't know why I'm really playing this. I was bored, and so. But, like, I mean, the way I feel is I feel like this is happening with all first-person shooters, though. They're all generalizing, or they're all starting to move towards this same feel. And let me just say here, right here, I absolutely cannot hit the broadside of a barn. Like, I don't know what was with this. I could not hit this guy to save my life. Whatever. And it's sad to see, because games like Modern Warfare 2, people followed, everybody knew, like, certain jumps, certain spots, and certain pathways to take for rushing on search and destroy and whatnot like that. And you knew where they were going to be. You knew where they're going to come from. But now that element is taken out. Now, I guess you could make the statement or the argument that, well, that's more realistic and stuff like that. But, I mean, it's a freaking video game, guys. Come on now. If you want realism, then go play Battlefield or something. I mean, that's not exactly realistic with, we're not going to get into that. But it's more realistic than COD. If you're playing COD for realism, then you're not doing something right. But the other point I wanted to make is, it's interesting because the reason we're doing this, mashing the skills together of this, like the skilled and the unskilled, is because now this is kind of like a generalization. It's just a generalization. Some of you will agree, some of you won't. The unskilled people are the kids who are like 12. Okay. Why Activision or whoever's in charge of this? Why are you gearing a game for someone who's not even supposed to be playing this? This is rated M for a reason. Why are you gearing it for them? Why? Because you want to make a quick buck. Well, more than a quick. You want to make a quick $1,000,000. And that just kind of shows you that, I mean, whoever's in charge of this is really just, like, honestly in it for the money. Now, obviously, that's obvious, okay? I just said obviously way too many times. That's clear to us. But, I mean, you would think, like, because you would think, like, alright, modders, like, just for an example, modders, they don't do it for the money because obviously they don't get any, well, unless, freaking Gaben now is, like, with that on Steam. But we're not getting into that, alright? Gaben, why'd you have to do that? Make us pay for mods. Modders don't do it for the damn money. Alright, they get it kind of out of the enjoyment. And you would think, like, game creators would do the same. You're creating something that you'll get, joy from seeing other people play. But, I mean, clearly, making the game, like, easier for 12-year-olds to play, and so that they'll buy it more often with the next Call of Duty to come out next year after that, then they'll buy it and they'll make more sales, because obviously you're still going to have the, our generation, people who are actually old enough to play the damn game, buy it, and then you're going to have the kids who are like 12 buy it, because their parents, again, not going there. I mean, I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say here. But it's sad to see, honestly, with first-person shooters. Now, obviously, this excludes any other game that's not a first-person shooter. Pretty much. Just about any other game. I mean, obviously you have free roam games, but you know what I mean, guys. And, that's kind of like the end of this rant, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out my channel so much. And if you guys want to check out my Twitter in the description below. Not great at tweeting there, but I sometimes do. And when I do, you guys can see it. And until next time, guys, see you then. Peace out.